Hello everyone. First of all, sorry for not posting for a while, but there's been a few changes over the past few months, and one of the biggest ones is that all of my tortoise family have been moved into temporary accommodation as I'm in the process of moving house. So in today's video I'll be showing you the big tortoise move and dismantling all of their homes and setting them up in the new location. If you've seen my other videos, you'll probably be aware that I had three main areas for tortoises. The tortoise shed, which housed my leopard tortoises, so we have three adults here, BB, Tallulah and Tank, and this is Tallulah having her last little snack before the big move. And up the top here I have my juvenile leopard tortoises, and I've got two of these left now. We have Naughty Torty and Shelley. The second area I have is the tortoise room, and this was a room in our house that was dedicated to tortoises, and in here I have all of my leopard hatchlings, my radiated tortoises, my incubators, equipment and things like that. And the final area was for my Greek tortoises, or Mediterranean spur-thighed tortoises, and this was at the top of the garden. Oh, and also the vegetable patch with all of the tortoise food, but that will be staying here for now. The new temporary location is a few miles down the road in a double garage that was previously converted into an office, so it's already fully insulated, carpeted, and it has lots of electrical sockets. So it's a perfect temporary home for all of my tortoises until we're ready to move into our new home. The first task before I started moving the tortoises was to draw out a plan of the space available, where the electrical sockets were, and the space that I needed to allocate to each tortoise or group of tortoises. I wanted to reuse as much as I could of their existing setup, and as you can see I had lots of attempts at planning this, and eventually I came up with a solution that worked. So we have an area for the adult leopard tortoises, and they've got a sleeping area down this end. And above this sleeping area we have a separate enclosure for the juvenile leopard tortoises. The green colour is for the tables for the three sets of leopard hatchlings. The orangey colour is for the yearling radiated tortoises. And the yellow colour marks the table that I'll use for food preparation and also bathing the hatchlings, and also some extra space for incubators. And the little purple square is where the fridge will go. Now that we have a plan, the first job was to prepare the flooring for the adults. For this we put down some plastic sheeting to protect the carpet underneath, and then on top of the sheeting we put down some lino. Then around the edges of the adult enclosure we put up some boards about a foot high to protect the walls and paintwork. Once the flooring and wooden edging boards were in, a smaller area was sectioned off so that we can move the adults down into this area so that the sleeping areas could be dismantled and reassembled at the new location. So here are the adults ready to move a short distance down the road. As this was a warm but very rainy day, there was no extra heating that was required to keep them warm on their journey. And here is Tallulah at the top and Tank at the bottom, and BB is here. I had to keep a lid on her tub as she would try and climb out. At the same time we also moved the two juvenile leopard tortoises and then put them in a temporary tub until their new enclosure was ready. Now that all the tortoises were moved out of the tortoise shed, the next job was to dismantle the adult sleeping area and the juveniles enclosure. So starting with the juveniles area at the top, we boxed up all of the tortoise items, we removed all the soil, and then boxed up all of the electrical items. Then we repeated the same for the adult sleeping area. Next it was time to dismantle and reassemble these items at the new location. I didn't film reassembling their enclosures as we wanted to work quickly, but I will be giving you a tour of the finished setup towards the end of the video. Now the tortoise shed was empty, the next job was to move all of the tortoises and equipment from the tortoise room down to the new location. This was an easier job as most of the tortoises were in tubs, so it was a case of me putting the babies into smaller tubs, then moving out the tables and the complete enclosures down to the new location. Once again, I didn't film the setup of the new enclosure as I wanted to get them moved quickly. Now the tortoise room is empty. The final area was outside where I keep my Mediterranean spur-thighed tortoises. I moved these two tortoises a few weeks later into a temporary outdoor enclosure where they could start their wind down for hibernation. Now onto a mini tour of the new location. Over here we have the baby leopard tortoises, and as before we've got 3 tubs of these. Then the 2 radiated tortoises, just having some breakfast. And they have a little tunnel that leads through to a more humid area. I'll just close that up now. And in the fridge here we have Zola, one of my Mediterranean spur-thighed tortoises. So she's hibernating at the moment. And on the left here we have my food preparation area, which I've also got lots of other things like incubators, thermometers, things like that. And at the back here we have the adult leopard tortoises enclosure, and then above them we've got the juvenile leopard tortoises. I lock my adult leopard tortoises away each night, so I'll just open the door for them now. And here is Tallulah and Bibi, and there's Tank. And at the top here we have Naughty Torty and Shelley. Next door to the adults we have Leopard, my other Mediterranean spur-thighed tortoise, just enjoying some breakfast here. And he has a shorter hibernation than Zola, so I'll be starting his wind down period for hibernation in a few weeks' time. They also have lots of outdoor space for when the temperatures permit, and the adults have the run of the whole garden, and all the others have separate temporary enclosures for each group of tortoises. And the final thing to show you is I had some nice little presents from Bibi and Tallulah, which I was very pleased about because it means they're settling into their new homes. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please click the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share with your tortoise friends. Thanks for watching.